Keep an eye on the timer. The timer. What is that at?
Okay, how my hair look?
Yo, everything popping, puffy, ready to go. Hey, and thank you. I really appreciate y'all checking out Conversations with Creatives. This is something new we giving them.
Yeah.
This is something new.
Yeah.
This is something different. You know, I haven't got a chance to sit down with a creator before. You know, we vibe off camera a lot, you know, so we have a type of conversation that I think would be really good for you guys to just get a glimpse of. We ain't gonna tell y'all all our business. We ain't gonna tell y'all all that.
Not everything.
But we're gonna give them a little glimpse of how our conversations go. But for those who don't know us, I am GSremarkable, and I have here with me.
She speaks visuals, Kiana.
Yes, and we are gonna just touch on a few different things we think people want to hear from us.
Okay.
You know, and just to give them a little background, I'm a videographer, photographer, brand builder, marketer. I just help brands build. You know, I help brands visually display their imagery, and I have the honor of sitting with someone who does the same thing.
Yes, I am a photographer, now videographer, and just ready to kick it.
Hey, I be having fun because she's jumping so full head first into videography, and I love it. Like, I love it. I love the fact that, you know, I can pour into people, and she pours into me too, you know, so it's an even distribution. It's an even distribution of pouring that we're doing. But today's topic, man, what we gonna talk about first? Let's talk about you don't have to be perfect.
Let's talk about it.
That's like really such a wide, like, net of topic or conversation. You know, it's so many different things you can apply that to, right?
You can apply it to your life. You can apply it to the industry.
I mean, do you find yourself trying to be perfect?
I think I used to at one point. Trying to make sure that the set is perfect, making sure that the models are perfect, the makeup's perfect, or that the plan to market it, or just putting it out there, when to put it out there, like just making sure that it's just right. Yeah,
I mean, I find myself doing the same thing. I found myself doing the same thing. I think we get to a certain point where the confidence builds to a certain point where you just like, you know that if you did it, it's good.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes I think people use perfection as a way to conceal insecurities.
That's true. And it can also be like a form of self-sabotage, like just trying to make something so perfect to where like you won't even put it out if it's not perfect in your eyes, when it may be perfect in somebody else's eyes. So.
And as artists, that's a really tough line to draw, because as artists, our work is like,
it's our interpretation.
Yeah.
It's how we see it. Like, I love the beauty industry. I love high-end things, and there may be another artist or another photographer, videographer that's popping that's just not what they do.
You're right. And we put our art out there for the world to pick apart, you know? So it's almost like it's not gonna be perfect to some people.
It's not.
Know? It's not gonna be perfect to them. How did you go about combating the urge to want things to be perfect?
I think I'm still combating it in some way, shape, or form. But I kind of now just kind of put it out there, and if I'm happy with it, I'm happy with it, and that's what matters.
Yes, that's how I am too. And I don't know if it's a form of like, I don't know. Some people can interpret it as cockiness, because when I feel like if I put it out there, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good. It's almost like, I don't know if you watch the NBA. You know those shots Steph Curry he'll do sometime. He'll shoot it and he'll turn away before the ball even go in. That's how I'm feeling these days.
So you just like
he shoots and he turns around, and when he turn around posing, the ball be like swish.
So they got pictures of him like posing. he do that?
Because he's great. He knows he's just that great at it. And I think that's where I'm getting at a point too. And I think that comes with certain layers too. Keep in mind, he wasn't doing that. He wasn't always doing that. Mm-hmm. He put in work. Like, he put in work without none of us seeing.
And that's true.
You know?
Because we don't see the hours that he's practicing, mm-hmm. the balls that he's throwing, and mm-hmm. things like
the
that.
The misses, so. The hundreds of misses that he made in order for him to make that one where he can turn around and still know what's going in, mm-hmm. you know? And that's what I think, you know, as creators, as individuals, we have to literally put the work in.
Yeah.
Like, when nobody's looking. All for
that, like, one post you gonna post mm-hmm. that might get like 5 likes.
Exactly.
5.
Exactly.
And you still have to just know that it's perfect in your eyes. It's mm-hmm. your interpretation. It's your art. It's like who you are.
Exactly.
Because for me, I always say that before I'm a photographer or a videographer, I'm an artist first. So.
Me too. I'm an
artist before anything, so I'm sensitive about my.
Mm-hmm. That's how I am. And even just in diving into this business world, I've been turned on to business to the point where business is almost an art for me. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like an art. It's like you can manipulate it certain ways. You can give it certain looks. You can give it certain feels to get certain results. And it's becoming like a sport, like an mm-hmm. art, you know. But that's still just the artistry. And let me ask you this. Because I'm a believer that when a person is an artist, and I already know the answer now that I think about it, but when a person is an artist, they're an artist on different canvases.
Yeah.
So tell us about some different canvases that you are an artist on?
So I am an artist with my words.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't let me look. I'm about to get on it. Hold on. We about to get on it. We about to get on it. Because y'all don't know that she makes it lightly. Like, I'm an artist with my words. No, she's an author. She's an esteemed writer. Like that yeah. with it, you know. What else?
So with my words, I have my blog. I have a book mm-hmm. that we will be talking about.
Y'all will see it soon.
And then as far as like just fashion styling, I love styling people. I look at people like Barbie mm-hmm. dolls, Ken dolls, Barbies. Yeah, I would say those are like the next two aside from like photography and like videography.
That's dope. Now let me ask you, does the perfection bone still play a factor in those different areas as well?
Not in those so much, because like writing, it's kind of like just, it comes so easy for me. It's like writing your feelings out. It's writing your thoughts out. Mm-hmm. I would say I would categorize myself as the self-help genre. So it's basically my wisdom that God has given me. Yeah.
So there's no way there's no perfection.
Yeah, there's no perfection in that. It's just really experience. And then styling, like I learned how to style myself. I remember, I was heavier a few years back, and there was a notion that that a lot of people have, is that you have to wait till you're skinnier to start dressing nicely, and that's just not the case. So I learned to style myself, and in doing that, I've learned to style others. So I love styling others, like just figuring out.
She styles me, by the way. If y'all didn't know, if y'all see me with my modelish going on, like it's right here. She styled it.
Yes,
you know.
Yes.
But that's good. I mean, that perfection. I've done music. You know, I've done music. I was a signed music artist for years.
I don't think I've still heard any of your music yet.
Man, you don't want to hear it.
I just want to hear.
It was a different life.
I just want to hear like one song.
It was
like,
listen. It was a different life. It was not the person you have sitting next to you right now. I tell you that. It was a different life. Funny. But I've always had this, and I've just always had this like this confidence of like, yo, I can do whatever it is I feel like I want to do. And I think I've always respected the process. That's helped me with understanding that perfection isn't the biggest aim, because I understand the process. I understand like it's my first time doing it. It ain't gonna be the best. It's still good though, right? You know,
the process is like a journey. Like you never know. You know how you're gonna start, or you just start, but you never know how you're gonna end up. And then it might be something bigger. It may be something smaller in that angle that might turn into something bigger in another aspect. Like you never know.
And you know what's beautiful about the times that we're in right now? Something that can help people if you're struggling with the perfectionism. Something that you can really lean on is the fact that people love the journey now. Yeah. They love to watch the journey.
Post it. Everything is content. Post the journey.
People they like to see you start here and get there. Like, it's plenty of influencers that I've seen do this. It's plenty of podcasters. It's plenty of individuals that I watch and I look up to. Yeah. That I've been watching them since they were here, and I've just watched them elevate, constantly elevate.
And then the elevation is like so beautiful. Just remember when they were like doing these basic things that weren't basic, they were awesome. But when you see how much they elevated, you're like, dang, that was just, and this is just like beautiful.
Right.
Like just seeing the journey.
Right. I love it. So listen, if you're battling with things needing to be perfect, it's a couple things you can do. One thing we talked about doing is put the hours in. Yeah. Put the hours into your craft. Because at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, you can still put hours in and let your insecurity still make you feel like it's not good enough. So you have to just decide, you have to draw a line in the sand and just have that point where you're like, look, it's going out there like this, and people are gonna digest it. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna cut it apart if they want to.
If you have to do, I call it the post and run. If you have to like just post it real quick and then just run, just do that, and then eventually you'll be posting and interacting and talking and like, y'all see me, you just get more and more confident.
Exactly. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, understand, put the time, while you're putting those hours in, put the time into building your craft. Yeah. And it doesn't just have to be craft, it can be your life. If there's certain areas in your life where you feel like you can't display, or you can't thrive in them because they're not perfect, you have to put the time into that area of your life, and at the end of the day, do what makes you happy. I think if you're doing something that makes you happy, you're not concerned.
You're not concerned about perfection.
No.
Because you're just you. Like me, I'm me. So I don't care what anybody has to say. I've gotten to the point where I've left the perfectionism and I'm me. Like take it or leave it. If you like it or you don't. Exactly. It's okay. I love you too.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. I mean, that's exactly how it needs to go. But I think we gave y'all some good pointers. You got a chance to hear us out. This has been an episode, an installment. We may keep this series going. I don't know. We're gonna drop it out there. See how they react to it. They want it more. Hey, if y'all want more, let us know. Comment on this. Tag, share.
Like, click, subscribe,
let us know if y'all like it. We may keep it going, but this has been an episode of Conversations with Creators, and until next time.
Bye y'all.